Yeah, basically what I was saying that, look, I mean, I think as far as election of George Galloway is concerned, I think the people have spoken. I think people are absolutely appalled and absolutely disgusted by what they see in Gaza on a daily basis. The brutality, the dehumanization, the ethnic cleansing, the continuous barbarity that is taking place. People that cannot just watch that and do nothing.
Do you think that's particular to the people of Rochdale, or do you think it's reflected in more constituencies around the country, like in Leicester, for example? Would people feel the same there if there was an election there?
I think it's going to have a knock-on effect in the whole of the UK. I mean, everybody's appalled and disgusted. The majority of the people, I say in the UK, cannot just fathom what is taking place. And we were supposed to be, I mean, now UK has no right to lecture anybody about human rights after this. When we're supplying weapons via the RAF base in Greece, and we're supplying the weapons, we're supplying them finance, we're supporting them, we're supposed to be, you know, we're supposed to be a democracy, we're supposed to be standing up for humanity, so we're standing up for sustaining life. But at the same time, the hypocrisy, the double standards, this is absolutely appalling.
Would you accept that there's a difference between supplying weapons, as the UK may well be doing, to the IDF, which is the Israeli Defence Force, which is Israel is a democratically elected government? Is there a difference between supplying weapons to the IDF or supplying weapons to Hamas, a terrorist organisation?
The thing is, we are actually supporting the killing of innocents. That's what the bottom line is. We're supporting them. We should not be supplying them.
Well, I don't accept that. We are, like, lots of people in Lancashire, where I live, work in the defence industry. We've got BAE Systems, a fantastic company. Lots of people who work in this country are reliant upon arms sales. Whether you like that or not, that is just the truth of it. There is a difference between supplying sovereign governments who may be legitimately or illegitimately, depending on your view, pursuing warfare around the world, and we supply all sorts of governments, including the government of Saudi Arabia with our F-35 fighters. That is surely a legitimate thing for British companies to do, to supply other governments around the globe. Are you saying that's wrong?
I'm saying that if a government or a state is committing mass murder, if not stroke genocide, then surely, if we have any morals, surely if we have a decency, if we have an ounce of humanity in us, surely we can see that how can we sleep at night? How can we supply? If I was in my business and I'm supplying somebody if I was supplying guns or knives, for example, somebody using those knives to kill somebody.
I think the reason we're supplying it is because the Israeli government is fighting against a terrorist organisation, a prescribed terrorist organisation in this country. Matthew, do you think it's legitimate or reasonable for British arms manufacturers to supply Israel?
I've got a lot of sympathy for Khalid. Yes, of course, BAE System creates lots of jobs in this country. That doesn't answer the question of whether we should be supplying certain governments with arms. I've been vocal in saying we shouldn't be giving arms to Saudi Arabia because of what's going on in Yemen. And there is a very strong argument that we should pause selling arms to Israel, given the scale of civilian death in Gaza.
Mm-hmm. Khalid, do you agree with Matthew?
Can I come in?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we want to hear from you.
Look, the point is, look, this is what's happening over there is totally indefensible. They keep on hearing it after Hamas. How many thousand people have lost their lives? How many children have lost their lives? How many people have been displaced? How many? Even just yesterday, Lloyd Austin, American, when he was asked yesterday how many people have lost their lives, he said 25,000 women and children. 25,000 women and children. That's according to the American Lloyd Austin, who stated that last night. So what I'm saying is that, look, this is absolutely preposterous and ludicrous that after Hamas.
Khalid, if I may say, far more civilians were killed in Afghanistan and Iraq during those conflicts in which the British Army was taking part. Would you say that was unreasonable, something the government shouldn't have done?
Of course it was unreasonable. Of course it was absolutely appalling. I'm saying, look, we've had this time and time again, so-called weapons of mass destruction, the bogus dossier that came out. The government utilizes this scaremongering to carry out whatever agenda it has. This is appalling. I find it absolutely disgusting.
So it's not just Israel who are pursuing these illegal wars, it's the British government as well. Maybe we should stop selling arms to ourselves then.
the point is, when it's like you can have a knife. People can carry knives, not a problem. But if it's utilised for something that is illegal, then surely we have morals. Then surely we should say that no, this is out of order. We cannot accept that.
But the natural thing. So what I would say is that far fewer civilians. Obviously, any civilian loss of life in any conflict is completely wrong. No one is saying that is right. It is appalling. And the scenes we've seen in Gaza, no one can say that that is a good thing. But the Israeli government would say that they are engaged in the conflict to root out terrorists in Gaza. I make the point that far more people were killed in Afghanistan and Iraq during a conflict which during conflicts British forces were involved in. Surely that then, if the Israel-Hamas conflict is wrong, Britain, Afghanistan, Britain, Iraq is wrong as well, and therefore we shouldn't supply arms to ourselves.
The point is, look, we can make all sorts of, you can use all sorts of semantics. The point is morals. It comes to morality.
Khalid,
it comes to humanity.
You've made your point. Thank you very much. We love hearing from you here on talkTV.